This is Dr. Andrew Jones. In this edition of Veterinary Secrets, we're going to discuss how you can successfully camp with your dog. Camping with your dog. Yes, it can be a challenge. If you keep a couple things in mind, it can be successful. Hi you guys, I'm here now. We're camping at Christina Lake. It's a lake in the Kootenays. It's part of a campsite. There's my family and their friends playing cards. They don't know they're on video yet. And here's the lake. So the first thing, before you even consider taking your dog camping, is maybe test it out, some little small event, maybe put up a tent in your backyard. See if your dog is even, one, open to the idea of change, and two, will consider sleeping in tent. Lewis here is a camping pro. You can see he's happy to hang out while Brittany's playing cards. The next thing, you've got to adequately restrain your dog. Most of the time when you're out camping, you're not just camping by yourselves. You probably have neighbors, as we do down here. So as you can see, Lewis here is, when we're not watching him, he's got a leash on. Not especially happy, but he's restrained and he's not upsetting the neighbors. Number 3 is sleeping. You need to have some sort of figured out sleeping arrangements for your dog if you're out camping. As you can see now, there's Lewis behind me hanging out in the sand. So Lewis is very flexible. Your dog may or may not be quite so accommodating. Come here Lewis. Come on, good boy. Come here, good boy. Here's our little tent. Come here, good boy. And as you can see, Lewis was able to squeeze himself into this tiny little place. Good boy, Lewis. The fourth thing I think you should have for your dog or any animal you're taking camping, and obviously yourselves, is some type of first aid kit. So this is just some of the things I brought on my first aid kit, which I think you should have. Now here's Hibitane, some form of an antiseptic scrub. I have here, these are Benadryl and antihistamine tablet. I see some Band-Aids here. This is an anti-inflammatory. This is aspirin. Now I have splinting material, additional bandage material. Just think about, as I said, those common injuries. The ability to stop bleeding, bandage a cut wound, deal with any sort of insect bites, stings, etc. that could arise, because you're a little bit of a trip back to home. The fifth thing I'm suggesting to give yourself a successful camping trip with your dog, potentially thinking about bringing some type of life jacket for your dog. We have many for ourselves, and it's funny, we don't have one for our dog. Lewis is a great swimmer, but you can imagine, if something happens out in the water, he's now 13, a little bit older, you could see how he could run into problems. The last thing you want is your dog to look like this. Poor Lewis, with my little homemade life jacket. So in thinking about a safe camping trip for you and your dog, take all those things into consideration, perhaps a life jacket that fits, and then you guys can all have an enjoyable time while you're camping. Thanks, Lewis. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Lewis, for putting up with my shenanigans. If you've yet to do so, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel by going ahead and clicking that link in the box above. Then you go ahead, click that link in the box below, and I can send you my free books and videos on how to heal your dogs at home with my top natural remedies.